the president will be launching this conversation would be 363 days to the next polls, 10th August 2027. And the timing of launching this conversation is something that has been criticized by even some leaders from the opposition. What are your thoughts on this? Is the timing, because 363, this is a very busy campaign period. The trust deficit in the country is definitely low, even from the government. The government comes up with this conversation and says, let's have, a nationwide conversation. But then the young people, back in 2024, they went to the streets and said, we need to be heard. What are your thoughts on this?
Thank you. First of all, allow me to start from my colleague Wangare,
yes,
asking how should we compare ourselves with other countries. We are not Asians. But I would rather say, for fairness, of course, whenever you want to measure something, it's a question of comparative. Why Asian tigers is 60 years, we were in the same economy level. But after 60 years now, we are varied. Mm-hmm. They are far much ahead in terms of economic distribution and the level of their development as compared to Kenya. Of course, environments are not the same.
Okay.
But it's something that gives to motivate that, okay, we may not be like them, we can be better than them. Mm-hmm. And nothing stops us to be better than them, okay, even in our own jurisdiction. You are asking a political question, and we were saying we may not need to discuss about the politics. But I don't know, I'm not running away from your question, but I'm trying to say, okay, will Kenya stop tomorrow, 2027 after the election? Okay. Will Kenya stop in 2032? All we know as Christians, I don't know, maybe the other faith believe that there will be one day this world will end. But as long as we are still alive, nations and people are still there, there could be plans. We are now enjoying the fruits of the plans of the late Mwai Kibaki, okay, that he did through his Ministry of Planning that time. I think it was Anyanyong or Paranya. Mm-hmm. And he put a blueprint that has guided the nation up to where we are today. Like okay, we say, the Kenya of now and Kenya of yesterday are not the same. We're now enjoying an SGR, which was not there. The only railway line we had, single gauge, was the one built by the Mkoloni. Mm-hmm. Now we have a standard gauge railway. All right. And it's now progressing beyond Naivasha towards Busia. It's now connecting okay, the regions for the purpose of trade. We're now building a dual roads, the main corridor from Rironi Summit all the way down towards Malapa. These are things I'm saying we should separate politics from the realities. The realities is this. We know we have power to put people in place to do a vote. That is 2027. Okay. And that one has nothing with the plans of Kenya. And this one will not stop Kenya from, even if we change those who are in administration now, or those who will be thereafter, it doesn't mean that changing, again, we are going to change on the plans. Right. And sorry to this, let me paraphrase. There was a senior leader who has been a leader in this nation. The other day was put into a question on a platform like this. Okay. What will happen if should you be given power in 48 hours? And I was surprised to say, I will abolish this. Uh-huh. And looking at this economic pillar, we've talked about social economic pillar. One of it is universal health coverage. Uh-huh. And remember, it has come through institutional framework up to legislation. Right. Then saying, I will abolish. So what are you going to replace with it? So those are part of the issues we're saying we should divorce politics from the plans of the nation. Right. From the dimension where the country is going. Okay. And that's the essence of election, so that we feel those in governance are not doing enough. We have an opportunity to put different driver in governance so that we achieve that plan. Right. And that's what we are discussing tomorrow, launching past or beyond 2030 vision, so that beside all these changes we'll lose, we still have to be in a given line. So it's not a question of trust on those who are in power, but it is an obligation. Because remember, last I wind up, the last midterm economic plan, MTP4, shall be ending in 2028. Tell me of the budgets of 2028, 2029. Where are we going to base the budgets of 2028, 29? Where are we going to face the budgets of 29, 2030? So there must be a plan. Allow me
to get a response from Rithi.
Okay, yes, please. But I want to conclude on that these things helps us keep continuing planning our fiscal space because of this guided plan. So it's not a question of those who are in political power now, but it's a question of having the right tools to take us forward. Thank you.